Have you ever cried so much that it seemed like there were no more tears? Have you ever curled up in a corner of your room and thought, if I disappeared now, would anyone miss me? This is Julia's story. And if you've come this far, maybe it's yours too. Julia was 17 years old, an only child, raised with love but in a home that was broken on the inside. Her father was absent. Her mother was present, but always too tired to see the pain in her daughter's eyes. At school, Julia was invisible. At church, she smiled, but only on the outside. She started to feel heavy, without the will to get out of bed, without the strength to pray, and no one saw her. Until one night, she broke. Locked in her room with the light off, she cried in silence, for hours, without words, without direction. There, at the bottom of the well, she murmured, "God, if you still hear me, just give me a sign that you are still here." Minutes later, while she was still crying, something changed. The air in the room seemed different, lighter, warm, welcoming. Julia felt as if a hand was resting on hers. It wasn't physical, but it was real. And then, in her mind, came a verse that she hadn't read in years. "The Lord is near to the brokenhearted." Psalm 34:18. She was startled. The Bible was closed on the shelf. The cell phone was far away, but that word came out of nowhere. Or rather, it came from heaven. She curled up crying again. But this time, it wasn't despair. It was relief. God had answered. Without an audible voice, no lightning, just a presence, silent, but real. Maybe you are experiencing what Julia experienced. Feeling alone, tired, broken inside. If this is your moment, leave an amen in the comments. You are not alone. And share this video with someone who also needs to hear this message. You can be the answer to someone's prayer. After that night, nothing changed on the outside, but on the inside, Julia was no longer the same. She started praying again, not with pretty words, but with sincerity. She went back to reading the Bible, one verse at a time, a tear a day. And do you know what she discovered? That God's presence does not depend on noise. It reveals itself in silence. Today, Julia is 25 years old. She works with adolescents in crisis, and she always says, "That night, I wasn't healed all at once, but God found me, and that changed everything." If your heart is broken, know that God is closer than you think. He sees the hidden tears. He hears the deepest thoughts, and when everyone seems to be leaving, He remains. Psalm 34:18. The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. God doesn't wait for you to be strong to love you. He comes when you're weak, when you feel like you're in pieces, and even if you don't think you deserve it, He still chooses to hold you. Are you breathing? Then there is still hope. There is still purpose.